let's make the Druid, guys. Let's get the first impressions of the Druid, and I'm really curious to see this one because back at BlizzCon, in terms of what it felt like, Druid really needed some buffs in the survivability department, but we'll go over some of the presets on the Druid. Let's try to make a Diablo 2 looking Druid, where he had like the orange hair. I don't know if we can, let's customize him. Let's see if we can get him into look as close as we possibly can to the Diablo Druid. I don't know what his eye colors were in that one, but go to the different hairstyles, see if we can find the Druid. I believe, did he have a beard? Oh, okay, here we go. Facial hair. You know, I know his hair color was like orange or copper. Is that what they're calling it? Is that the closest thing we have? I think that this actually looks closer. They call it auburn. Okay, let's go with the auburn. You know, I'm going to look this up. Diablo 2 Druid. And so, let me go to the images. Okay, let's see. All right, we'll use the D2R Druid as kind of some inspiration here. So he did have a beard. Okay, I was correct. So he just has a beard, but no mustache. Okay, so that's kind of what he looks like. I don't know if there is a hairstyle that's even close to that. Maybe this one? I mean, there's no, like, long hair, is there? I mean, that's kind of long, but it's completely different. 11? I guess we'll go with 11. And he's got some white in his hair as well, but the beard is a lot different. It's more like this, but with no mustache. I don't think we're going to be able to have beard. I guess that's actually probably closer. Okay. Can we get rid of the septum piercing then? I don't think he had one of those. All right, so for accessories, oh, there's makeup. Ah, okay. Because I was going to say, his face just looked kind of like strange, and it's because there's makeup. I don't think we really need anything on the Druid. I think we're good with that. Although, his facial structure, I mean, it's not going to be absolutely perfect. I don't think he really had anything, right? All right. Close enough. He looks a lot more muscular in this one. I don't know if the Druid had no markings, so let's go no markings. We're going for that D2 Druid aesthetic. And the marking colors don't really matter, and we don't really need any jewelry, but we'll keep that little earring on him. Okay, so let's go ahead and make Slaydra Druid. So let's see what this class is like for the beta. So previously, I felt like it was one of the squishiest classes in the game, and the thing is that in theory, the Druid, how it plays, is it is a caster. It is also a melee character, but it's also a summoner. It literally has all of the gameplays all encompassed into one. So in terms of like gameplay, if someone was to ask me like, you know, what class should I play, I would have honestly said on paper Druid, because you could play however you want to play, right? Legitimately, you could do whatever you wanted. Okay, cool. Are we in? I don't know. The servers are probably just getting super stressed right now. But yeah, I would have instantly said Druid, and the reason why I would have said Druid is because you can play every way. But after playing the class compared to all the other classes previously, I got to keep in mind what I'm talking about could be changed. It was by far the weakest class. Not only in just like damage department. Oh, we can get some skills. Let's go. So we have this one that it's like an earth spike. Well, that's literally what it's called. It's called earth spike. We have wind shear. And let's go ahead and remove these and try out these other ones. This is an ability. It just looks like he's auto-attacking, but I'm guessing it does lightning damage. Oh, it hits up to 3 surrounding enemies. Okay, and then we have our transformation. So one thing that is really cool with the Druid is that the Druid can transform. That's what makes the class like unique. But also, one thing that's really cool compared to Diablo 2 Druid is you could just play and use all of your abilities while being in and out of your forms. So one thing that was kind of a downside with Diablo 2 Druid is you would kind of pick, do I want to be a caster or do I want to play like a shapeshifter? You don't really get to hybrid realistically. But now it's like, okay, I can transform into the wolf, attack a couple times, then do some abilities. It's really way better overall.
Dangerous.
So I'll give you my impressions of the Druid and see if they've updated the class to be way better. Because it really did need some help. You're excited for Necro and Druid? Yeah. For me, I honestly don't care about Druid that much. It's probably, out of all the classes, it was my least desired class to play. I mean, I know shapeshifting, it sounds cool, but compared to the power of the Necromancer, which we just played, it's just night and day difference. But we'll see. Hold on. Let's not sign the class out yet. You know, I like to give everything a good chance. So we're going to try the Werebear, and we're going to read everything and see, you know, kind of which ability feels the best. I don't think this one leaps. I know that there is a leap attack that jumps onto a target, and it was actually one of my favorite abilities that the Druid had. But I want to play a melee Druid, but it's just because the class didn't have the tankiness that the other classes had at the time. Now, I'm not sure if how it works in D2 is you get extra HP when you would shift into whatever. Alright, so that was Maul. I don't really know what ability I actually really enjoyed the most. It just does damage. This just does damage. Like, it's like 6 to 7, 6 to 7. This has a different lucky hit chance. In theory, this one generates more spirit. This one has a higher lucky hit chance. But that's a pretty decent amount of lucky hit. So we have increased attack speed, poison. Claws apply 3 poison damage over 6 seconds. That's actually pretty good. That's really good, actually, because in the very beginning, any amount of numbers, oh, there's vulnerability. Almost everything has, like, a vulnerability chance in the very beginning, except for, like, Rogues is, like, super easy to activate. Okay, if an enemy is hit by Maul, then Fortify. Oh, okay, so this is how you become a lot more tanky here, which is okay. Which is usually with Bear. Okay, so now we have all of our other abilities, which we will put on our right click. So let's go ahead and start off with Lightning Storm. And we'll try out all the abilities. Okay. Feels relatively responsive. I mean, not as good as Chain Lightning, but, you know. I'm going to compare it to the early game of, you know, other classes and see kind of how it feels. With Chain Lightning, it would one-shot, like, all of these things. Okay. So now that we've tried that, let's try out Tornado. It's kind of like a Wizard's Tornado in D3, or I don't know if it's called Hurricane, but that ability you didn't really get to control where it went, so yeah. Okay, so at the end of the day, this is just basically a Nova attack, right? Did we read all of these? Okay, I think I'm gonna continue with the claw build right now. For our generator. And then next up we're going to do Shred. I think this was the ability that I actually enjoyed the most. So this is the leap attack. Is this like a spin attack? A trio. Oh, it's a trio. It does a combo. Actually, I know where we need to go. It's actually this way. The other bottom area does lead you to another chest, but is it really necessary to get the chest? This is just more white items, honestly. And then after we test out all the skills, I'll try to go over what I think is the best here in terms of how it feels, but this one has a combo. Maybe we'll keep it a shapeshifter, and the reason why is because, like, that's the identity of the Druid that makes it unique. While you can play it as a caster as well. Yeah, I mean, again, Chain Lightning, I could activate it once, and it wouldn't really require that much aim either, and we'd be able to just melt content a lot faster. So that's the way I see it. Do we have summons? Summons may be on the next one. I know Druid does get summons. But I want to say it's a more active summoning playstyle from what I remember. Hello, cat. The name of this game, Diablo 4. It is the beta, and if you guys want to try it out too, it's available on everything. Actually, I don't know if it's available on Nintendo Switch. But like Xbox, PlayStation, you guys can download. It's open beta, but there is a relatively long queue time. You like the druid smacking as the wolf, slamming as the bear? Ah. So you like playing the shapeshifter one? I'd still say, at least with the first few abilities, the class still feels relatively weak. But, you know, of course, this is the beta where it's supposed to be tested out and we can make improvements. So, in terms of the skill, I don't really feel like it's that strong. I liked how Lightning Storm felt the most. Let's see, we can... Light size of it increasing gains additional lightning strike. Okay, so we have 2 points to spend. We have landslide, which crushes. Oh wait, we didn't try out landslide, did we? This is one of the abilities that we have not tried out yet.
I do not have enough spirit.
Like this takes time for it to come out, right? And then it hits. Does it hit twice though? 2 pillars dealing up to. If it hits twice, that's actually pretty decent damage, and this one actually might be one of the better abilities. Granted, it does have like a wind-up time, and then it has to hit, so the monster could easily move out of the way by the time you actually go for it. I'm just gonna put points into it right now. Oh, it does hit twice. Like, if you watch the Necromancer gameplay, and you watch this, it is night and day difference in terms of difficulty. Like, my poor wolf is struggling out here. We are playing on veteran mode. We played on veteran for the Necromancer too, though. Like, yeah, like this actually felt like a boss. The Necromancer just cake rolled it. Easy. We're gonna get potions pretty soon once he gets to that stage. Ooh. And also, does he not regenerate spirit? I almost died on that one. Like, no joke. Alright. Yeah, legit night and day difference between difficulties. Like, this feels like I'm playing on a hard mode. Necromancer was a cakewalk. I could realistically probably sat back, got a quick snack, came back, and the boss would have been gone. So, yeah, Druid, I would still say feels very weak early on. Keep in mind, there was an official Diablo post. I think it was on their Twitter. I believe it was Rod Ferguson that said that they didn't want all classes to feel equal at all times. So, like, maybe Druid's going to be the strongest late game, right? But early game, Druid is, like, the weakest class. And that's okay, you know? If you played Diablo 1... Sorcerer was so hard to play early on. Like, it is... And also, like, playing melee can be kind of rough because of hit stun in Diablo 1. But later, Sorcerer is just, like, the godliest class in Diablo 1. Especially if you get, like, Archangel Staff of Apocalypse, which technically shouldn't exist in the game. But... I don't know if Diablo 1 still has online play, too. Maybe we should do that. That'd be a good video. Diablo 1 Online 2023. Because I still play the Hell 2, which is a Diablo 1 mod. And it actually just got finished last year. It's one of the best mods. It has like 20 plus classes. So it's great. Seems like one of those characters that has a slow roll, but then gets really good. Yeah, I don't know if that's the case with the Druid. The main problem is... I mean, with a berry, you can get fortification, so you can get relatively tanky. So, we'll see, we'll see.
Thank the light. You collide.
I'm actually glad that you can do this in the game. And not because it's like it's memes, but it lets you turn around really fast, and it matters for PvP in terms of where your character is looking. Like, it's going to actually have a pretty high skill ceiling for PvP because of that. In D2R, it's not really slow, but like I like how it looks in D2R. Like, your character actually has to turn around. With this, like, you know, this is like not humanly possible. But it's good in terms of gameplay. Alright, so do we have a new like set of skills that we can get? No, we need what are we gonna land? I didn't really like how this felt. Honestly, I like this skill, and we'll mess with this one for a little bit. What's the next upgrade? Whoops. It gains 1 additional strike. Okay. Up there's a shrine. Let's go ahead and grab that shrine and kill some stuff on the way.
I must wait a moment. I'm out of spirit.
Yeah, like they don't even gain spirit. Like the only way to gain spirit is by killing something, I guess, or using your what do they call it? A basic ability. You know, I've been seeing a lot of people complain about Barbarian. Man, Druid took it to the next level with like the balance of arguably worst class in game. I really don't think Barbarian is that bad though. I think, is it bottom? Druid's bottom now. I think Druid got to be taking the icing, but of course we're here to give him feedback, right? And in my second write-up, because I give Blizzard feedback as a partner. I mean, they may check out YouTube videos as well, but obviously, like, checking out every single like YouTuber's video would take forever. So we do like write-ups, and I will definitely give him feedback on the Druid, because I was thinking that, you know, before previously there's like the BlizzCon one, but that was like that was what, 2019. Did I get this one? Oh, I didn't even get that one. Additional strike, so it hits like several times. That's I guess how it works. But I think Druid should just get spirit. I don't know if it's the same way in like D2, if they just gained. I think they just had mana, right? Everyone had mana in D2. Druid reminds you of the Witch Doctor. I don't know, Witch Doctor's not that bad early on though. Like, all we need is one summon. Like, the Necromancer just starting off with the skeletons just makes him so much stronger. And I think Druid should also start off with a summon. Like, I'm honestly playing right now. We're only 17 minutes in my little first impressions of the Druid over here for the open beta. And it's painful. I want to go back to Necromancer, and I will after we're gonna at least get some more skills. Maybe we're missing out on that really good skill that the Druid has, you know. Maybe someone, I don't know, was it Carrier Vine? Maybe that's gonna change everything. It won't. The Carrier Vine, I think it's more of like a meme thing where it just like poisons and does like 1 damage. All right, but we have our next set of skills coming up, right? And what? Literally next level. Okay. So I'm gonna actually unspec out of this. I'm gonna go bear to go extra tanky, and let's see what else we get. 10% chance of knockdown, increases the radius of maul, so it makes it bigger. If enemies hit by bulk, so the damage just gets increased by 22%, but the flat numbers is like really low anyway, so I'd much rather just put it into Lightning Storm. Okay, let's continue. And so this way we can at least become tanky. But it's really fluid. Look, I can go from bear to human to bear to human, and it's super smooth.
Never thought I'd live to see your way.
Oh wait, that's actually a worse upgrade. Anything else upgrade? Nope. Okay. Oh, I gotta talk to him.
The aim of Eldred.
All
That's
right.
not Linga. Kiyovershad lies just ahead.
Oh, and then we gotta talk to the thing, put the thing in the fire.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We have no
first
Zoom in and check out the Druid. Okay.
On me.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine, and inside
Take it to the fire. There we go.
cast it into the
Okay,
grave.
we good.
As the fire burns,
The rite of passage.
so too will the light.
Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Okay. Oh! I got stuck.
So,
I wonder if people have already tried speedrunning. I almost want to try. If I was to speedrun it, though, I'd probably do Rogue.
cloudy eyes.
The reason why is, one, I like the class. Like, speedrun to 25 or speedrun the campaign. See how fast we can do it. That actually might be kind of a cool thing to do. I want to get every class level 25 first, though.
Wait. The old man sold
That's the next goal. And then we'll buy... There we got another 10 minutes here. I want to do maybe 30 minutes of the Druid. I will max out the Druid, as painful as it might be.
Sometime.
We will do it. Okay. Like it tells us to pre-purchase the game, although most people got access to the game by pre-ordering. But I guess there is the KFC. Oh, we are desynced right now. Okay. I can tell because the way the movement was.
What do you need?
I'm only crafting one on this character. Why?
Blessings.
Because I want to go play Necromancer. Okay, so we're gonna go to the top, talk, and then we'll do one of the next quests over here. Because last time on Necromancer we were like 7 minutes at this point, so we are actually doing a little bit faster on the Druid. But it's because in the dungeon I didn't go as fast as I did in the Druid. I got like the extra chest on the bottom. Does this game have Crusader? You know, actually no. Right now it doesn't have it. But there is supposed to be another holy class. There was a leak that showed off a holy class. It looks like a Valkyrie, or it probably wouldn't be the Amazon.
We were born in sin
It's probably Valkyrie.
of darkness.
It has a spear and it has a shield.
Father's light can be sought through penitence.
So it was a leak that was on some artwork that got removed. So people believe it's real, and do I think it's real? I mean, why remove something if it's not real, you know?
Yes, Reverend Mother.
It was on like some sort of artwork that they were selling, and it was just uploaded on a website, got quickly taken down. Okay, we can't skip this one, unfortunately.
Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must
Okay, now we can
reveal.
skip the cutscene. Okay.
Take the knight's report before you go.
I received a report.
Okay, let's go. See, I don't know if Druid can do Thorns. I'm going to check out some of the keywords, because I know... I like Thorns. I think Thorns is incredibly powerful for Diablo 4 right now in the current state. Obviously, things could change, but like I've shown off, like while I was playing my Barbarian, you can complete about half the objectives in the game can be completed with Thorns Barbarian without even moving. Like obviously, yeah, you want to move. It's going to make things much easier, but this is a really easy quest. You just do a little emote over here. Kind of the weirdest thing I've ever seen, I think, in Diablo, but we gotta go cheer.
Christ lives within you.
Okay. And then that's how you actually complete the quest.
Thanks.
Here we go. And then we got 400 XP for just doing an emote. The real question is, when are they going to add the dances? You know, there actually is dances in Diablo. It's in D3. Every class except for Necromancer has a dance. The Necromancer just says, like, I don't dance. It doesn't do anything in D3 other than, like, it just does a dance. It's not for any Easter egg or anything. Dang, I can feel the... I don't know what the... There's no latency bar. Like in Diablo 3, there's a little latency bar. I can feel right now the servers are just like... They're struggling. And... Oh! If your character does that, by the way, that means you've desynced. When that happens, don't do anything. Because the more you move, the more the server has to like try to catch up with how far you are desynced. Let's see, like... Will they one-shot themselves? Look. Okay. My potion right here... The potion does more damage than my actual attack. And this thing attacks pretty fast, though.
I must wait a moment.
But yeah, we gotta go way over here.
I need more spirits.
What I find so strange with the Druid in terms of how it's balanced at the current state is it's incredibly weak in terms of survivability, and it's incredibly weak in terms of damage. Like it's the bottom of the barrel at the start. So my only hope is that late game Druid, it's got to be the godliest class. Otherwise, I feel bad for the Druid fans. So this objective, we'll just go ahead and do it. Like, that ability, it activates very fast. But the thing is, I don't have resource. And even with this fortification, okay, the class is doing much better in terms of survivability with the bear, because we have the fortification. So that guy's level 14. Let's see if he's killing stuff super fast. No, the survivability still is kind of weak. I mean, it's helping, obviously, but... And I don't mean to complain. It's more so that I'm just trying to give feedback, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So we got our new set of abilities. So here's what we got. Let's just try all of them. We're gonna start off with the Bulwark, Earthen Bulwark. What does this do? Some barrier. Rocks surround us. Does it last forever? Oh, only 3 seconds. It's a really cool looking ability, but the fact that it only lasts 3 seconds versus the Shroud on Rogue, it lasts forever. Until you take 5 hits. Or technically it's more because of the way it works. Okay. So that ability, it's a defensive one. Okay, let's try this one. Cyclone Armor. Okay, so all these are like defensive abilities. Is that how it works? It's a passive. Okay, so... Oh, 20% non-physical damage reduction. Okay, so this is actually... Okay, now this is actually looking pretty good for the Druid. And then the next act, the winds rapidly expand, knocking back the enemies. Okay. We got our ways to walk. We're about to level up, so we can keep this one if we want to. Oh, look at that damage, though. I'm almost gone. Yeah, this class is... It needs this thing. I think that it should just come with Cyclone Armor right out of the box. Blood Howl, Shapeshift into Werewolf and Howl, furiously healing us. So it's just a heal? It's got a 15-second cooldown. Okay. So what's interesting is they give us all these defensive abilities because the class desperately needs it, though. It really does. I want to see how all of the skills work, even though this is just a heal. Let's see how it works. Blood of Venus. How many hobbies do I play so many games. Last Epoch, Overwatch. I play everything. Alright, let's see how this works. Alright, well, I guess I can howl. I mean, it just gives us a heal. Is there really anything? And, oh, 20% of our max life. Oh, it's the number 16 is our current HP pool. Okay, I got it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to unspec out of this and go into the Roar. We're going to go into Werebear and reducing enemies damage. Oh, all these, literally all defensive. But I think the best one, because Cyclone automatically has just a free passive, right? There's no reason why we don't just take this, activate it, forget it, and 20% damage reduction on anything non-fizz is big. But let's see what else we can get. Enemies who are knocked back or slowed, causing incoming damage. Enemies knocked back. Okay. I'm honestly more interested in the Lightning Storm than anything, but I want something to help out with regen. I think in terms of like some feedback for this class, what it needs is a better way to generate resource, and it needs to come defaulted with Cyclone Armor. Alright, let's get this Protection Shrine. Where are we at? 29? Okay. Right. We got to the next town. And that'll pretty much be like 30 minutes on the clock right now for like the first 30 minutes and impressions of Druid. So my impressions are, let's go check out the transmogs while we kind of talk about it. So, I mean, I've kind of been harping about the whole time. Oh, wait. I didn't click on the waypoint. Alright, but I've been basically talking about it the whole time anyways. The Druid, it feels like it's the weakest class in the game. And I think I could probably say that that is like objectively it is the weakest class in the first, I don't know, 5 levels. The gameplay compared to the Necromancer on that very first boss showed how, I mean, yes, we're playing on veteran, but I was playing on veteran on all the different classes as well, and it was not that much of a struggle compared to Druid. So survivability needs a buff. The resource department, I think they could just regen at least like 1 or 2 spirit per second, and it'd feel a lot better. But anyways, I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts down below. But if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you guys want to see more gameplay of the Druid, don't worry, I'll max it out. Maybe on the max level, Druid will be good. Subscribe to the channel, and you'll see it in the future. Catch you guys in the next one, and let me know your thoughts on the Druid as well.